Okay, I got the comments, I got the messages. I'm officially starting my Emma Frost cosplay. To give you guys my game plan, like my ideas, I guess. So as you can see, I'm wearing a corset because my idea is to use a corset as a base for two reasons. Number one, do you see that figure? Girl, what the fuck? And second of all, as you can see on the design, she has decals and accessories and things on her outfit that I thought kind of lined up with the built-in structure of a corset. For the corset, I got a lot of blitz and bling and all of this stuff because it's Emma Frost. This is a better idea of what I'm going for. I'm going for shiny, sparkly, snatched. That's what I'm going for. And I got this fabric so I can add the accessories, like the decals here, and then make shorts as well to match perfectly. And for the most intimidating part of all, the giant diamonds that she has on her shoulders, I actually drafted a pattern and created like a prototype to show you guys. It's an idea. I'm just showing you guys ideas, okay? Don't judge me. So this is the pattern that I drafted up. You can kind of see the vision. However, I did also make like a prototype. This is paper and like holographic paper on top of it. This is the idea. Do you see the vision? Okay, it is the next day, and as you can see, I added the decals and the pieces onto the corset. I made the shorts, and I also concocted the diamonds for the shoulders. Come on, do you guys see the vision? So I was pretty spot on with my idea to add the decals to the corset. It worked out perfectly. I decided to hot glue everything onto the structures themselves. So everything that's not on a structure is just kind of flaccid, and I think it looks really nice. I did end up also putting the holographic paper and heat gunning it onto the diamonds so that they had the same kind of sheen. Obviously, it's not the exact same, but I just wanted to have that kind of like sparkly diamond look on it. And more than anything, this is definitely an inspired by, not like an exact replica of the costume in the game. I put way more sparkle and way more bling on it than the actual costume has. And I took some creative liberties with like the actual placement of it, but I think it looks really nice so far, so. I've decided that I'm gonna put this on like a foam piece. I'm gonna attach with Velcro onto my sleeves instead of just gluing them onto the sleeves themselves. That way they have more structure and they're not so flimsy because it is paper, remember? And then I put like rhinestones along the edges of the diamond. So yeah, I have a lot more work to do, but this is the first update. And here's just a little close-up for you guys to see. I think it looks really good, and I'm glad that I used a corset, honestly. I think it's giving exactly what I wanted it to give. Guys, with that said, I'm gonna go back to work. Day 3 on working on my original Emma Frost cosplay, and this is what I have to show for it. Ta-da, ta-da. And here are some close-up shots for anybody that doesn't want to stay and watch my whole video talking about what I did. If you just want to see the results, here you go. Here's what I've got after 3 days. So as I mentioned before, this is a corset that I put the decals onto it. I did further bedazzle specifically the bust and the tummy area because that's where she has her diamonds focused. I made the shorts, and I also made this tailcoat thingamajiggy. As you can see, it has an iridescent fabric on top of it. It has the blue fabric underneath it. So that way when I'm standing from the front, which honestly, with my big, fat, juicy ass, you can't even see it. I spent like 4 hours on this fucking, it's fine. You can barely see it, but just know that I did dedicate the time and effort into this specific part of the cosplay. I also did do the boot attachment here. As you can see, it's being held on with an elastic band instead of just being glued directly onto the boots. It is 2 layers of foam. I'm gonna put you guys on here so you can actually see it a little bit better. But this is 2 layers of foam. There's like hot glue strands everywhere, ignore that. But there are diamonds on the edge, ta-da. And I took some creative liberties to hide some mistakes that I made by putting like the same ribbon that I have on the skirt on here. You may also be able to tell that it's the exact same fabric that is used for the blue and also the same fabric that is used for the white in my tailcoat. So yeah, mom was getting to work. I also did do some like embellishments. This one's kind of fucked up, don't look at that one. But for the arm piece, I'm going to make foam attachments to put on here. And then I have to do the diamonds now. I have to attach the diamonds onto my shoulders, but this is gonna kind of give you guys a better idea of how it's gonna look at the end. Ta-da! I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm exhausted. I have basically spent the last 3 days non-stop working on this cosplay. My hands hurt, I pinned myself with my little needles. I have hot glue everywhere, I have super glue everywhere. My room is a disaster, but I think that the results speak for themselves and it's looking pretty good, honestly. So with that said, today I'm gonna be working on attaching foam armor onto these so I can attach it on my shoulder. So doing the same thing I did for the boots, I'm gonna make a foam sandwich and then cover them with the fabric that matches the cosplay, and hopefully it's gonna be super sturdy and beautiful. And I'm gonna work on these little armor pieces for my wrists And that should basically be it, I think. We'll have to see, but I'll do another update when I get further along. I think that I finished my Emma Frost cosplay. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Ta-da! This is it, I made this. Can you believe I made this? And for the people that don't want to watch the whole video, here's a little snippet of the final costume. And by final, I mean like basically done. I have minor finishing touches to add to it, but I'm not gonna do another update like this. So as you can see, I did style the wig and I created the foam armor, and I'm so proud of these things. Can you believe that this is printer paper? Like the diamond is printer paper itself, covered in like cellophane. It's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I was so nervous about the armor itself because I did not want to 3D print or do anything else. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and I tried to get creative with it. And I actually think that it came out exactly how I wanted to. I'm so happy I could actually cry, honestly. So the corset, the shorts, the bolero, the giant X's on my boots, the armor pieces, this, that, everything I made. I'm so proud. I also decided to bedazzle the front of my bolero that I have partnered up with the outfit and the back of it as well. So that way it kind of maintains this rhinestone motif, and it didn't look too out of place because the last time I tried it on and it was completely blank, I kind of felt like it looked a little bit wah. So I actually made this cosplay like super fast because I have a deadline. I'm doing a Marvel Rivals cosplay collab with one of my favorite creators ever. So you're gonna see that in a couple days, but I needed to like step up and show out for her because she's a baddie and very talented, so I had to step to the plate. With that said, I think the bulk of my work here is done. Let me take this off so I can show you guys how I made this. It is 2 layers of foam, the blue one and the white one, covered in fabric, and then rhinestoned and like ribbon placed around the perimeter, and then my beautiful paper diamonds, yay! Now that I'm looking at everything, I'm actually so pleased with how everything turned out. I really can't believe that I managed to pull this out of my ass in like 5 days. Anyways, now that I spent so much time in making this, you guys are gonna be sick as fuck of how much content I'm gonna be posting in it, okay? Awesome. Anyways, with all that said, thank you guys so much for the love and support on me making this cosplay. I love you guys. Bye.